This new run of ours may have just gotten started, but one thing is already certain. We will never be without fleece mittens. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where this pack is getting kind of heavy. Why? Because I have more pairs of fleece mittens than I know what to do with. It's kind of absurd. Okay, I'm kidding. It's really absurd. But that is our present lot in life. And I'm not going to complain about it because things are, right now, pretty great. As we get started here, we have a few outbuildings to search and a few more planes. Might as well go ahead and check out, well, I'll head over here first. As I mentioned in the last episode, I'm kind of on the fence with regard to having started in Forsaken Airfield, how much of, like, do I want to explore Forsaken Airfield before I leave? On the one hand, it is quite a journey. On the other hand, we will be coming back here. Hey, there's a hatchet. We will be coming back here in the, not necessarily here, but we will be coming back in this direction when the new zone drops, sooner than later. So, I mean, I don't have to explore all of Forsaken Airfield now. I'm not 100% in either direction, but I'm just sort of keeping my options open. So we've got a hatchet now. Didn't have to make it. We're going to check this plane, and then I think I will head over. There are a couple of places farther away from the airfield that I do want to search. There's a broken down house across the river from here. And then, of course, there is the cabin that I found in the Glimmer Fog during the final days, somewhat final days, I guess, of Against All Odds 7. So we're going to check that out. Let's check the hatch on the other side. Because I feel like that should give me a pretty good baseline of loot from which to proceed. Okay, so is that a building over there? I guess it is. I don't know if I searched that building in my last run. Let me just poke my head over in that direction. That is 1000% a building. Okay. Alright, cool. Didn't search that last time I was here in an alternate life. We're going to check that out. Temperature's pretty good at the moment. I've got some food. There's more food to be found, and let's be honest, we're right next to the river. We're going to have all the cattails we need. Because that's one thing about Forsaken Airfield that just absolutely stunned me during my last visit. Which, again, was not that long ago for those of you who are new to the channel, or who haven't watched the latter half of Against All Odds Season 7. There's another heavy hammer. Holy crap. There are so many cattails. So many in this zone. It's insane. Even when you have it turned down to low, which we don't anymore, we have it turned to medium. So there are going to be more cattails in this zone, and there still are not going to be as many as you would find on Pilgrim, Voyageur, Stalker, or Interloper, which is madness. It's madness. It's absolute insanity. But all of that to say, I have enough food. That was a very long-winded way of saying that I had enough food. Alright, so this is, ironically, the very first building I poked my head into not too long ago. I am going to be making a lot of comparisons to my recent visit, because it was very recent on the channel, so for those of you who missed it, if it sounds a bit like a broken record, please understand it's also for the purposes of me keeping the runs separate in my head. There's a reason I don't do multiple Long Dark runs on the channel at one time, and that is that, especially when they're overlapping... Ooh, combat food's nice. Especially when they're overlapping, keeping track of what's going on independently in each one can become very challenging. Alright, so there's a good amount of stuff here. Another granola bar, nice. Peanut butter. Not really great peanut butter, but peanut butter nevertheless. Paper. Mission status unclear. Pilot activity appears routine and as predicted in my initial briefing. Business here at the field hardly registers as cover for any activity grander than mail delivery or solidarity in this godforsaken place. Alright, so I did just pick up a bunch of stuff. There's some more matches. Worn work gloves. Not bad. Anything underneath? Nope. Desk drawer. Now, ironically, I picked up a jerry can there. I know, I'm gonna drop stuff. Relax. Water purification tablet and a sewing kit. So yeah, I grabbed a jerry can there, but I don't have a lantern yet. I probably will soon-ish, maybe, perhaps, but I don't at the moment. So, let us sort by weight. I'm gonna go ahead and drink some water. For those of you wondering why I didn't make water at the fire when I had the opportunity, that's why. I have plenty. I'm good. So, let's drop that. Don't need any books at the moment. I don't need... I mean, combat boots are nice, don't get me wrong, but they're so restrictive of movement, and they're also heavy. I just don't know that it's worth it. I don't think... Oh, actually, yes they are. These are better. Heck yeah, let's go. They're not going to be a lot better right now, but once I get them repaired, they will be better. And speaking of that, I need to repair the aviator cap as well so I can compare it. It doesn't look like... Yeah, it's not going to be better. Is it? 27% is 1 degree. So that's going to be another... Ooh, that'll be close. It also should be better against wind when fully repaired. Okay, I'm going to keep that until I know for sure what its maximum stats are. Again, one of the things I'm really looking forward to about this run in particular... Hang on, let's not lose focus. We need to make sure that we have this stuff sorted. One of the things I'm really looking forward to about this run in particular is that I'm going to have so much more of an opportunity to explore some of the new items, learn more about the new items, learn more about the new mechanics, because it won't be such a constant push for survival. This is, if you missed the first episode, this is definitely a step back in the direction of the early seasons of Against All Odds, before Interloper mode even existed. And of course, I've only ever played one Against All Odds season on Interloper mode, back when Interloper was brand new, and it didn't go well. It didn't go super well. And I've played mostly custom mode ever since. Interloper-adjacent, in some ways harder than Loper, in some ways easier, but this is a step back to easier, more exploratory, more enjoyable, more relaxing times. So lots to learn in the moments ahead. All right, I've already drank some water. I am carrying way too much. I'm going to go ahead and eat this peanut butter to get rid of some of that weight. And honestly, what I need to drop is some of the water. I might come back for it in a second. And I'll drop the jerry can too. There we go. So I just need to remember that that stuff is here. But for now, what I'm going to do... Well, for now, I'm going to check this container. That's what's happening. That's a terrifying sound. There's some pinnacle pieces on the bench. Very nice. There's just going to be a lot more all over the place. It's not just an exploration of mechanics and such. It's an exploration of the loot tables. Where things can be found, where they can't. Alright, I'm getting kind of cold. Let's pick our first cattails of the series. You can already tell just from a quick glance. I can already tell. There are so many. There are so many, in fact. I'm going to make a somewhat blasphemous statement here. There are so many that one could argue I don't need to pick them all. And there might well come a time, hang on, need to be mindful of potential predators here. There might well come a time in this series where I don't pick them all. Alright, cool. We're good. Let's go pay a visit to this burned out house. I need to still keep an eye out for wolves. The thing about this place is that it is quite wide open, which is nice. I can see wolves from a good distance away. However, all these hills can quickly obscure my view of what is right in front of me, even though there's a feeling of being able to see wide and far. Oh wow, there's nothing here. Not only is there nothing here, but there's a wolf in front of me. So this was a wasted trip. Okay, so before I make the trip all the way to that cabin that I mentioned, what I'm going to do is head back to the airfield and sort of take stock of the things I have, make sure that I'm ready to travel, and then I'm just going to head down the road. That's the nice thing about where I'm going. I can just follow the road, and the road will take me past several important locations. We might have some glimmer fog to deal with,
sure getting
but
cold.
I'm okay with that. The one thing I need to be mindful of is I don't currently have a weapon. I have a flare gun. That's it. So my ability to ward off predators... I mean, I do have a hatchet that I just found. That's nice in terms of, like, struggle bonus. But a hatchet will not necessarily stop a wolf from hurting me. It might stop a wolf from killing me, but it won't stop a wolf from hurting me. Okay, come on, game. You know you want to let me up here. I chose the worst possible place to try and make this slope. There we go. Yeah, see, all these micro slopes, if you will, in the Forsaken Airfield, they are going to present a challenge. I don't know that I checked all of the cars over here before. I know I looked in... Actually, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Alright, I might go ahead and push all the way back to the hangar. It would be nice to have that forge there. And we could potentially use the forge. Maybe. But we've got the whole run ahead of us, and because we're playing on medium loot tables,
I'm so cold.
I don't have to worry, as we've already seen this episode, I don't have to worry about making a hatchet, making a knife. None of that is necessary. I could, but I don't have to. For a second, I thought that was a wolf perched on top of the stone. So yeah, I should be able to recover a good amount of condition here as I rest at the end of this day. Getting pretty tired. I did retool the... I didn't talk about this a lot in the premiere, I suppose, but I did retool slightly. I made some small tweaks, or at least paid very close attention to the calorie burn and the exhaustion mechanics in relation to the other things that I was changing. So I knew that I was going to find a lot more food, so I actually increased calorie burn over against All Odds Season 7. Didn't talk about that specifically, but that is 100% a thing. Increased calorie burn compared to the first season. Or the last season. Definitely increased calorie burn compared to the first season. My God. So many changes. All right, let's go downstairs. Of course, I have a flare. I'll just use a match. No, no, I don't want to break down a crate. Thank you very much. Oh, nice. I'm already at the bottom. All right, let me make absolutely sure there are no hooks sitting there. It looks like there are not. Okay, and here we are back at the furnace. I don't really have to cook anything at the moment, but again, looking forward to exploring what those options are as they kind of come up. So, let's see. Anything I can break up? I mean, probably. There'll be plenty of matches, too, in this particular loot table. Oh, I did it again. I did it again. Already had my matches out. didn't need to take him out again. Okay, so I think there is a location somewhere close by that I dropped a bunch of clothes that I found, but it's clearly not here. So I'll have to harvest stuff for leather later. I was hoping to repair that aviator cap, and it looks like I'm not going to get the opportunity right now. Where'd the bed go? Really would be nice to have a lantern right now so I could stop burning matches. The Interloper players are losing their minds right now. Meanwhile, I'm just spamming Had Chaos in my head. Let's see. If we sleep for, well, wait. Let's make sure that we have enough calories in us. Should be good now. Energy bar will definitely put us in a good place. Let's also go ahead and eat the stale beef jerky just to top us off. Okay. Now we're going to sleep for probably about 8 hours, would be my guess. I wonder if we hear... there's another Aurora. That's how frequent they're going to be. Okay. Well, we can see stuff now. That's handy. I don't actually see... Yeah, I do not actually see, unfortunately, the clothes that I dropped. They must be upstairs. Yeah, let's drink some water. And let's see what Signal Void has in store for us. I haven't actually repaired the tower here yet, so I'll need to do that. I'm not going to do it right now, don't worry. Actually, that's a question. If I don't have the tower repaired, does this work? I actually don't know. It doesn't seem that it's working, and it worked before, so maybe I do need to repair the tower. I know that's not going to work. So I guess I need to repair the tower if I'm going to look for stuff in this zone. And that's fine. Just need to be mindful of the fact that there could be wolves literally anywhere. These are much more Stalker-esque wolf settings. So more wolves than Loper. Slightly less deadly wolves than against all odds 7, but again, more auroras, which makes them more deadly, so probably balances out. I honestly don't know why I came through there. I need to check that guard shack. Let's do that real quick. And I think that truck is the one that I haven't searched. What have we got? Nothing. That's what we got. Whole lot of nothing. Anything? 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 No. Nothing. Not even a car battery. Anything in the bed of the truck? Nope. Nope. Alright, well, let's head over here. Doesn't look like there are any wolves immediately nearby. Let me double check and make sure that indeed this thing is not working. Yeah, it's not. I think I've got to repair the tower before it works. Or there's just not anything here. Scrap metal. Lots of scrap metal. Holy actual crap. There's a car battery. Yeah, this is all the things I need to repair. Hello? There we go. I'll be happy when that bug finally gets resolved. I don't know if it ever will. Alright, let's repair the battery. I really don't know if it ever will. It might not. It would be nice. That infinite loading time for a container. Well, not infinite, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's repair the fuses. Repair the wires. Looks like I'm going to get everything here. Not too shabby. Was not expecting to repair this during the Aurora, but here we are. Yep. Gonna repair the metal now. It's honestly not that cold. at the moment. One thing you might have noticed is I still had the world temperature getting colder over time at the maximum possible setting. So the world's still going to get a lot colder. I did that because I know I'm going to have better clothes. Love these animations so much.
Jeez, this is cold.
And there we go. Oh, did the Aurora just end? That's incredibly rude. That is incredibly rude. The Aurora is ending right as I finish my repairs. Okay. Okay. I see you, game. Thank you. Thank you for that expert level troll. It's only episode 2. Chill out. Everything is fine. I guess I'm going to go back downstairs then. Have I? I did already check in this vehicle. I should probably open some of the trunks. Or some of the hoods. Or trunks for that matter. But hoods will stay open. Alright, so I can just sleep right here if I wanted to. I think what I'm going to do is just pass time for like 4 hours. Oh, wait. Are you serious? Are you, is this what you're doing right now? Okay, hold on. The Aurora came back. That's how frequent they are. It literally came back. Aha! So, one thing that I was told when I attempted this previously is that I was slightly misinterpreting, and I don't know for sure whether this is true. I haven't confirmed it yet. I'm confirming it right now. But I was told that the meter here is not a compass. It's not meant to point direction. It's meant to point signal strength. And I was interpreting it as direction. So what was happening is I kind of went in circles a bunch of times. But so far this is working. The beeps are getting more frequent. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I see how this works.
Oh, so cold.
There might be an Aurora wolf nearby, so I need to be very careful. I don't really know how careful I can be, but I'll try. Yeah, this is working much better than the last time. Got it. Now,
This stuff will come in handy.
okay, that's interesting. Not really a particularly useful cache, but we did get a lot of flares there, which will be useful once Timberwolves are more of a threat. All right, let's put this thing away. Okay, first successful Signal Void-related hunt done, and now I can get the heck
Drop any of this here.
back to shelter and hopefully avoid any trouble. And thankfully, that did allow me to burn some energy. So I'll be able to get back to sleep and wake up during the daytime. And then start making my way towards the cabin, which is way the heck over there. I can probably see it in the distance. Yeah, I can see the cliffs that it sits on, but I can't see the cabin itself. All right, there's the hangar. One of the reasons I want to visit at least one of the cabins is because I feel like that's a place where I'm likely to kind of round out my supplies. I already have a hatchet, which means I could technically leave right now if I wanted to. And the likelihood that I'd find a knife and a gun and everything that I needed once I reached Great Bear proper is pretty good. I am really, really, really excited about the prospect of these frequent auroras. If you remember during Against All Odds Season 7 just how much time I spent waiting for an aurora to pop, that's about to be a thing of the past, and it's great. Okay, so I need to look around for clothing items, which... Oh, is this where they are? I mean, here's the mountaineering rope and some coal. I don't think there's any clothing here, though. I'll find out once I'm more fully awake. Yeah, you can definitely tell the calorie burn is higher than it was. It's much higher than it was. Only going to get about 3 hours of sleep there. And you can tell that it's still not completely morning, judging by the beeping in the cockpits of all these vehicles. There we go.
All I can think about is food.
You will be fine. Look. Pinnacle Peaches, right here. I already have oatmeal, so that's going to be great. Already found one recipe, which is also great. I think everything is going to be fine. All right, I'm actually not encumbered at the moment, which is a miracle. I've got some coffee that I need to make, honestly, because that would make it easier for me to stay at full carrying capacity and energy and all of that. So, is it worthwhile to go ahead and head towards the cabin? It might be. It sounds like it's pretty chill at the moment. How much? Let's pick that up. How much coal do I have? Enough. Check my supplies. I don't need all of these items, although I suppose... No, I don't want to repair it. I want to harvest it. Let's go ahead and harvest the clothing items that I have that I'm not wearing, including some of these pairs of fleece mittens. I think what I'm most curious to find out about is whether or not there will be a firearm available to me at the cabin. Okay. So the only downside of the repairs that I just completed is that those repairs were on, or those harvests were on cloth items, not leather items. And it's the leather items that I have that I really want to repair the most right now. All right, cargo pants are at 100%. Yeah, don't have any leather. I just don't. So let's go ahead and get as ready as we can to get out and get stuff done. Oh, this is nice. This is great. This is exactly the weather I wanted, he said sarcastically. I mean, I can see. It's better than not being able to see. How much would it have sucked just now if it was still a little bit earlier in the evening and there was like a glitch? This is the kind of thing I think about sometimes, especially early when I'm still in like firm, like handshake territory. So glad we unlocked that emote. It's one of the things I think about, like glitches that can throw off the run, or, you know, bad things that aren't glitches that can throw off the run. What if I were to step on the wires, and even though they're not sparking, because it was like right at the end of the Aurora, they were still like charged, and I died right then and there. Okay, so there are a couple of different ways I could get to the road I'm not particularly warm at the moment, so this trip is going to be interesting. But there are a couple different ways I could get to the road. I could follow the... I could go that way. I could follow the road that way, because the road is literally right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way to kind of shave some time. The only problem is that, again, it's foggy. This is going to be crazy deja vu, by the way, for Against All Odds Season 7 viewers. The difference here is that at the moment, maybe I shouldn't say it out loud, but okay, here goes. At the moment, there's no glimmer fog. At the moment. There might be. It's a distinct possibility. But at the moment, there's no glimmer fog. So that's nice. Did I just hear a wolf somewhere? You know that feeling when you're like, is that a second set of footsteps I'm hearing? Or are those mine? Or is that my backpack sloshing around sounding like footsteps? Okay. So I think, yeah, there are wolves out beyond here. So this is where I need to start being careful. But thankfully I have enough visibility at the moment, even with the fog. That could go away real quick. But I do at the moment, even with the fog. So I'm going to try to take advantage of that. Alright, there are wolves out that way. I'm going to go this way. Grab some cattails along the way. I'm going to kind of veer left here. While keeping an eye on the snowy ridges and the micro hills. I think the fog might actually be clearing a little bit. I might be wrong, though. Oh, that's a moose. I can do exactly nothing about it at the moment, but that is a moose. So let's not piss that thing off. Wow. A moose in episode 2. Who would have thought? I need to be careful because the detection range of these guys can be pretty intense.
My fingers feel numb.
Alright. It did not turn to face me. Yeah, I do actually think the fog is... It's clearing. Perfect. Okay. Hi. Listen, I'm not here to pick a fight. Please leave me alone. I would survive you if you attacked me, but I wouldn't be happy about it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be my favorite moment so far. Hang on, did I just see... Okay, no, that's a rock. I saw, like, that rock right there cresting the visual edge of the hill. And I was like, what am I looking at? Hi, that's a wolf. Those are wolves over there, too. 3 of them, in fact. Definitely Stalker-level wolf settings. Okay, I know what I'm looking at here. Alright, we've got hypothermia risk, so I officially need to make a fire somewhere, if I can. Or maybe I don't know what I'm looking at here. Hang on.
Think.
Is it over there? It is. Okay. Right, wolves everywhere. Okay, I was actually much closer to it than I realized. I'm going to head over to the helicopter wreck, and the road is actually right next to that. There's the moose. There are the wolves. And the wolves could migrate toward me, so this is... The wildlife has got me in a bit of a pincer at the moment. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not happy about it. I could do without it. However, I can start a fire.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
And cozy up for a bit. I want to check this helicopter and see if I find anything useful here. The helicopter might also be a nice place to start a fire. Just going to grab as many sticks as I can. And there should be more in the area. That's one of the settings that's been down-tuned from Against All Odds Season 7. Stick respawn has increased, so just finding sticks in general should be a more straightforward endeavor. Okay, let's see what the chopper has for me. Nothing on the dead guy. Alright, can I make a fire in here? Ooh, I can. Can I sleep on this? Yes, I can. Holy actual crap. Hold the heck on. Alright, so if I just like... This is phenomenal. I was not expecting this. Okay, so magnifying lens... No, not right now. 60% star chance. That makes me so sad. I could have used some accelerant, I guess. But it is what it is. Oh, failed attempt to start fire. I remember what that feels like. I remember. I remember. I'm going to be remembering. This is what I sound like when I'm starting a new season in this series.
Come on, little fire.
Literally on the tail end of a very long run in a previous season.
Oh, lucky day.
Alright, I'm going to put 3 pieces of coal on the fire just to get it nice and hot really fast. Alright, that's warming up quickly. Let's take a look around real quick because there are some containers here that might have some stuff.
I'm not
Simple
sure I can carry
tools.
much more.
Not what I needed. Marine flare? Okay, you know what? I will take that. Okay, cockpit doesn't appear to have anything. Oh wait, hang on. Lockers. Wood matches. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for a firearm here in the helicopter, and I'm not seeing one. Unfortunately. But it's okay, because I found other good stuff. So let me just make... yep. Really worth keeping your head on a swivel in this particular location, because there are so many things. Oh, there are containers over the fire, too. Oh, man. Well, that was a mistake. But, alright, here's what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and sleep for just a little bit here. I don't need to sleep for very long. I've got 3 hours on the fire. That's an outdoor fire, but it's going to keep me plenty warm at the moment. So I'm just going to sleep for, like... Tell you what, I'll sleep for 3. Why not? That fire is protected from the wind. If it's not, I'm dead. I'm literally dead right now. Alright. Sounds like the weather is turning against me a little bit. 2 days, 7 hours, 38 minutes. We don't quite have well fed yet, but we will very soon. That is the 38-minute mark for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, I'm going to continue my journey toward the cabin, which I found, again, in the Glimmer Fog not too long ago in a previous life. And after that, I think I might start heading for the exit, you know, with whatever I've got, and see what we can do about making our way back to Great Bear proper, and starting to unravel the mysteries of the Signal Void quest at the same time. I'm glad to be doing that from the beginning this time. That's like a really nice step in the right direction compared to how things went right at the end of the previous Signal Void attempt. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If you're not new here, look for the join button to get access to channel unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, except for this week, because we just had a premiere, so we'll do episodes all week. And comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.